Hey again. So I wanted to talk today about the Flying Lizard Carrera slot car in 1/32 that they did years ago. So the story of this starts before I worked for Carrera. In about 2006, I started a blog called Slot Car News, and on that blog I not only posted slot car news, tried to use the photos of real racing teams that they had on their websites from races, so I could get the race information just to kind of flesh out the blog. I tried to publish the blog every day, and I did for a number of for about 2 years. Anyway, so one of the teams I contacted was Flying Lizard. They gave me, as the websites always say, you can't use our news and photos without written permission. They gave me their written permission to use their news and photos that their team would put on their press website. So I would contact the team from time to time just to kind of get an extra photo or two, and I got to know them sort of because of that. And they contacted me a few months kind of into that period of time, and they said that they wanted to get a slot car done. Now, at the time, there was a Scalextric version out, and I said, well, don't you all have the Scalextric version to sell, and you approved that, right? And they came back and they basically said no, that the team had contacted them, or Scalextric had, but they never got back to them with the full kind of approvals at the time, so they never went through the entire process. I immediately thought that I should contact Carrera, who I had been getting to know through emails. I'd been getting to know the design director, who was the one who would send me some photos from time to time of projects that he was working on, new cars that they were working on, and I would use their photos. Basically, I had a contact in the slot car industry, and I had this team wanting to get a slot car done. It seemed to make sense. I put the team directly in contact with the design director, Gunther Leifer. They worked for a few months, I guess. I'm not really sure. I can't really remember how long it took. But the result was the cars that you see here. At the time, the cars were, I would say, pretty successful, but now they're extremely collectible. Why do I have 3 of them here? And why do they look slightly different? If you notice the wheels on the side, these are not Carrera wheels and tires. They are SCX digital cars, and these cars were raced with the real team, were raced with Flying Lizard. So at the time, I was still living in Connecticut, and we were fairly near Lime Rock Park, the track there. The team contacted me, and they thought that it would be a cool idea to have a slot car track put up in their paddock, which is exactly what we did. They built a table for us, and I put up a track. I had to modify the only version that we had. I was working for SCX at the time, so I put up an SCX digital track. I mounted the Carrera body on an SCX digital chassis, and it worked really, really well. Steve Sawtell from Slot Car Corner, shout out to Steve. He was the first guy to ever help me with a demo that I had done, and I couldn't have done it without him. It was a great time. As far as I know, they still function. I don't have an SCX digital track anymore to race them on, and I'd rather just kind of leave them the way they are. It's kind of the story of the Carrera Flying Lizard RSR Porsche. And please subscribe down below the video here, and thanks again.